Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin, my friend Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back. And we've got to talk about scammers. You're like, oh man, not again. Well, we want to stop it from happening before you get yourself into a lot of hardship, we'll say. And today we're talking about scammers impersonating legitimate lenders. They're stealing thousands of dollars. Tiffany, what's going on?
Well, this scam is pretty tech savvy. So what happens is a scammer reaches out to you unsolicited and they offer you a loan. It's a guaranteed loan, no credit check. All you have to do is fill out a short form with personal information and they go ahead and deposit the so-called loan into your bank account. But watch out, this is a phishing attempt and they're trying to get access to your bank account, and the money that they deposit into your account is a fake check. And when you go ahead and deposit that check, you go ahead and spend it. They ask you to purchase insurance on that check before it clears, and it does end up to be a fake check. So not only are you out the money that you have to reimburse the bank, but you're also out the money if you have spent that cash check already.
So there are a couple of red flags right off the gate here before we even tell you how to avoid this altogether. But the red flag right away is unsolicited calls, almost always common in these types of phishing scams.
Over and over again, we hear, don't accept an unsolicited offer. If it's unsolicited, it may be a scam. And in this case, somebody is offering you a loan that's unsolicited, and this loan is guaranteed. It sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? That's exactly what's happening here. Somebody reaches out to you via email. They can give you an unsolicited loan. Maybe you're asking, maybe you're looking for a loan and this just popped up at the right time. Maybe they're following you on Facebook or doing some type of advertising that's targeting you directly, so they know you're looking for this loan. But if it's unsolicited, it should be a red flag.
The second red flag here, and specifically to a lender, is a credit check or some type of background check. That I just cannot imagine this day and age there is a single lender out there that would give you a loan of any sort without some type of background check, and especially a credit check at that.
Always expect a credit check if you're getting a loan. Nobody's going to give you money without checking your credit. So that should be a big red flag. If a lender tells you no credit check is necessary, you're guaranteed for this loan. Again, too good to be true.
How about verifying the lender? There's multiple ways to verify it. How can we go about doing that?
What's happening in the scam is that the scammer is impersonating a legitimate company. So you're finding that information online that they are a legitimate company. So you're going ahead and saying, hey, this is a legitimate company. But it's so important to verify that it really is a legitimate company, because these scammers are reaching out saying that they're from one company, but then with their communication, they may be emailing you with a Gmail address or an email address that doesn't match up to said loan company. That's a red flag that it's going to be a scam.
And finally, the research. So if you're going out to get a loan, regardless, you got to do the research from top to bottom before ever taking an unsolicited call. And like you said, the timing of it might just be right.
Start your homework on BBB.org. See what the rating is on BBB.org for the company. Read customer reviews and read customer complaints and see how those complaints were resolved. Take your research a step further and do an internet search and type in the name of the company complaints, name of the company scams, name of the company customer reviews. See what others are saying about it. And it's okay to ask the loan company for references. If you're greeted with vague answers, it's a red flag that it could be a scam.
Absolutely. And if you do think, or you started filling this out because you just were like, oh my gosh, you were so desperate to get it, whatever the case may be, and you think you've given out some of your information, what would you recommend, Tiffany, for folks to do if they're like, oh man, this is a scam, and I left, they filled out something and now I know it's not good?
Report it to us at bbb.org/scam tracker. Also contact your bank, watch your bank statements for any fraudulent activities. And you can also pull a weekly credit report at annualcreditreport.com to be sure that nobody has opened credit in your name. You can also consider freezing your credit so nobody can open credit in your name unless if you unfreeze it yourself. And you can contact each credit bureau directly in order to do that.
Some people would say, and I'd be one of them, this seems too good to be true. So how can they still be getting people? Like, how is this still working?
Scammers prey on emotions. So you need the money and they're there to offer it to you. They don't want you to do your homework. It's always so urgent. You need to do this now. Otherwise, the loan isn't going to be available. So they really use that emotional touch to get you to say yes.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much for your help and great advice here. People want to learn more about the scam tracker, about this scam, or any other questions, where can they find you?
Head on over to bbb.org.
All right, Tiffany Schultz, Better Business Bureau, helping us out. We'll check back with you a little bit later this month.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.